And here we are, ladies and gentlemen, with an early morning broadcast, at least for us West Coasters,
Radiant team
of Echo
banned.
League Season 2. This is Inflated MMRs versus Japanese Chocolate Shoes. Interesting name, and I love the picture.
Is that guy actually eating a chocolate shoe?
It is
in
a
the
Japanese
picture?
guy eating a chocolate shoe. Or it could be a real shoe, who knows? We're not
Right.
sure.
Looks quite shiny.
5 seconds remaining.
And this is an EUB
Bad dude's
group
banning someone
game.
now.
It's about the mid-tier of players, but as we saw from EUB when we
The
casted the
green
boys,
team's banning someone now.
there are some very skilled players here, people who seem a lot higher than what's the MMR bracket or range here?
It's like high 2K to low 4K.
All
So
right.
it's like a 3K bracket basically.
5 seconds remaining.
Juggernaut first ban. What's your opinion on
Reserve
that?
time.
Yeah, Juggernaut's usually not a hero that warrants first bans anymore, but I mean, he's still a very, very, very powerful hero when it comes to just a very safe pick. And if you're looking for a melee core that can high ground easily with the healing ward, he is your guy.
Dire team
But
banned.
usually, oh wow, Lone Druid too. Usually not a
Radiant
first
team
pickable
pick.
material because he can still get countered pretty decently easily by lots of characters, especially lots of supports who can cancel his Blade Fury TP, which is what he
Yeah.
really relies on to be safe hero, who can farm easily. Yeah, so usually you don't see the first pick, so that means you don't force ban
5
either.
seconds remaining.
Same for Lone Druid. Lone Druid, I think his kind of weak dispatch is not unviable
Dire
weak,
team pick.
but again, definitely not first pick material. The Radiant bans make a lot more sense though. Earthshaker has been one of the more popular first picks within the pro meta in the current patch. Darkseer is also not a good offlaner.
Yeah, he's been
People
seeing a lot
rely
more
on.
play these days.
5
Well, I say
seconds remaining.
these days, but there was a long period where he was just not viable at all as an offlaner. Then he
Yeah.
came back.
Dire team
Here's another one. I've casted Broken Wings and a few other people's in Battle Cup game, and they went against a Venomancer their first game that went Midas and the XP talent. Obviously just trying to get the level 25 Plague Wards.
Yeah.
And he got it relatively quickly, but his team just wasn't able to push
5
out with it.
seconds remaining.
It's normally
Yeah.
quite powerful, but
I think that's a conventional build. I actually
Reserve
played Battle
time.
Club yesterday, and I played, unfortunately not a core Veno. I played a support Veno, and I did get the Midas myself. And it's still such a good item on them, right? With 30% talent. Like every time you use Midas, you get like 75% of a level in the early levels. It's really insanely good.
Radiant
And
team
since his level
pick.
25 talent is so impactful, right? But unfortunately, I did lose that game. Our lanes were so fudged up because we sent the Cuddle mid for some reason. And
oh god, why?
I don't know, because a sniper didn't feel like laning against Puck, and I said we should have banned Puck. That was the last pick Puck that
5
destroyed our
seconds
team,
remaining.
and we banned Lina instead, which didn't make sense because we could deal with Lina really easily.
Reserve time.
But how did Broken Wings do in the Battle Cup? How
They
cryptic.
won. They did win that game against the Venomancer, and then the second game, I can't remember exactly what they had. Almost the same exact lineup. It looked like they were winning the early game, but then I didn't catch the tail end. I wasn't feeling very good, so I stopped casting it.
Oh,
But
Bad dudes
They
banning someone now.
got killed
right.
and lost the later games. Faceless Void. That's an interesting pick. It's someone that's kind of real niche right now, right? He's not unviable, but he's not seen as often.
I think he's like tier 2.5. I think he is quite strong right now. He
5
is seen
seconds
now
remaining.
as a safe laner. He likes to get a lot of farm. It's kind of like the return of the
Radiant
Mask of Madness
team
void,
banned.
because Mask of Madness is really good now, obviously. And what it used to do was used to provide an insane amount of the burst damage in the mid game, being able to utilize a chrono Mask of Madness, and then he can even get solo kills with it. I mean, there was a time where Mask of Madness was unviable on Face of Void, and we
team banned.
you used to see Vlads on him, and then Face of Void could no longer really solo kill anymore. But now that solo kill Faces of Void is back. But to have that you gotta have a lot of farm on him, so you gotta send him to safe lane now.
You gotta get the. It's like the Manta Diffusal is the point at which he can really solo kill people, right? In the chrono.
5 seconds
Like no matter
remaining.
what.
Before, yeah, but I think now with the Mask of Madness
The green
build, I think
team's
just with
banning
Mask of
someone
Madness
now.
and Power Treads, you can solo kill supports.
Oh, nice. Oh yeah, supports.
Yeah, but they're definitely not cores. But if this is a support Venomous, I think it's gonna be a mid Venomous. I think mid Venomous is really way to go right now in this patch. The character does a lot better with farm and
5 seconds
proper
remaining.
levels, so you can accelerate into level 10, get that 30% talent, and then be able to hit level 25 around 30 minutes. That's
Reserve
why
time.
I know this is with the Midas.
Yep.
So I was expecting, and we haven't really talked about his Brewmasters. He's a hero that actually we don't see often at all anymore. I mean, for a while now, I don't think he wasn't viable even last TI, so he's been out of the meta for quite a long time.
It was 4. 4 was the last time we really saw him. We didn't see him in 5 either, right? It was TI 4 where in the Death Ball where he won, where he was in the winning lineup, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a while for sure. They've been constantly trying to make buffs to make him stronger, and I believe did he get buffed in the 7.6E?
Yeah, didn't he get a little bit more health or siege damage on his fire creep, something like that?
Yeah, I believe so, because he's been getting buffed every patch, and maybe he's good enough now. We haven't seen a lot of him come out, at least in like MDL or anything like that, but those aren't any TI teams, right? Because actually the TI teams are there. The EG was playing there too, but I don't think if you're a TI team, you'll be really showing off your technology in these minor tournaments. It doesn't matter, because you gotta hide all your strats for the big tournament that's coming up in a month. So maybe Brewmaster is a secret OP right now. I'm willing to believe it. Let's see where he goes. I'm assuming the offlane, the character can do well either in all 3 lanes usually. If you send him safe lane, you gotta really run a early game lineup, because of course he doesn't scale incredibly well. I mean, their team looks like it can go an early game lineup for sure. They send Venom mid, Brewmaster, safe lane, but I do like getting a Brewmaster in the off usually.
I think Japanese Chocolate Shoes is doubling down into a very, very push-heavy lineup. Venom wards the Liquid Fire, and then it's something that, since we're not seeing him much in Pro Meta, but the Brewmaster, his Fire Spirit, his Primal Fire dude, he does a lot of building damage now.
Yeah, I got the Demolished Talent. Is it the Fire one? I thought it was the Earth one.
It might be the Earth one, you could be correct there.
I think it's the Earth one. The Fire one has the Radiance effect, I believe. The Wind one has Backstab for some reason.
See,
or Shadow Walk.
I know I got spoiled it by the game the other day, but do you think maybe they might be looking to pick up someone like Clinks?
Clinks would be cool.
Doubling down too much into this this tower push.
The problem with Clinks is Clinks gets destroyed by Faceless Void.
Oh yes, he does.
But he's a good pick against Phoenix. He's one of the heroes. I think destroy Phoenix. I think Troll at the top, and the second place is Clinks when it comes to countering Phoenix. Because Clinks even can pick up a silence in the late game, which is great against Phoenix if Phoenix doesn't have enough money for a Lotus Orb. And of course, if he pops the egg, Strafe can destroy the egg really, really fast. And it's a decent pick against Shadow Shaman too, I guess. He can, once you have Dragon Lance, you can pick up those wards really safely. But yeah, again, it might be risky going against Faceless Void. I wouldn't go for it just because of the Faceless Void.
Dealing with the Phoenix, they still have... Okay, Sven can help their team be a lot more sustainable, and he can tower push as well with God's Strength.
So it's going to be a hard game to be able to kill the Phoenix, because especially Brewmaster, when he splits, he can't damage the Phoenix either. So I'm assuming it's going to be a lot of either they have to be all around the egg when the egg comes out, or they have to disengage ASAP.
5 seconds remaining.
Let's see here. They've got... You think... Okay, so this Brewmaster is probably going to be a roamer, do you think? Or he's still viable in the off lane?
I think he's off lane. I don't like Brewmaster as a rolling position or any support position really because he needs so much levels.
You know, it would go great into this team then with the way they're trying to tower push as well as need to deal with the Phoenix as an ogre.
Yeah, for sure. You get some attack speed on their side. Sven obviously loves that quite a bit. Get a little more CC. They don't have a lot of hard lockdown right now. So you can get another stun in there. Ooh, Omni-Knight.
Yep.
I like it actually.
They do lots of right click, make right click do nothing.
Yeah. Faces of course, he can be a little bit weak with the Mask of Madness because of the fact that, he can't cast spells after he does this, so he won't be able to time walk to be able to use his defensive spell. Omni can heal him up and repel him, and then whoever's in that chronosphere is really hard to save.
Yeah, and so, not just... Yeah, he can also just jump onto people and immediately use the Purification Heal Bomb, or even Heal Bomb into the Chrono. Now they've got Phoenix, and they've got a little bit that can be sent into the Chrono, but they really need a big core, whether it's Magic Burst or right clicks, that can do damage into this Chrono, right?
Yeah.
And do you think this is an offlane Omni or offlane Phoenix? Probably the Omni, right? That's where he's getting played a lot. Yeah. And definitely Phoenix isn't there as much anymore.
No. Yeah, Phoenix needs more health regen, I think. I think to buff his health regen or reduce the amount of health it costs for his spells before he can be viable in the offlane again. He just can't sustain anymore. I like the Puck here.
It's banned. Puck, Sniper, Silencer, and Lone Druid. All good. All great at putting damage into the Chrono. Queen is okay. Queen is still available. She would be very good. Clinks. I've played a lot of Faceless Clinks.
Oh, Puck has been banned. I didn't realize.
Me and ZD, an old .p member, we used to run a lot of... I would go offlane Clinks, and he would go safe lane Faceless. This was during the offlane Void. So it would really screw with their perception of the lanes, and then when he would... when he'd Chrono, I'd just obviously strafe and dump damage into it, and no one really was able to survive it.
Yeah, easy kills. Inflated or go for Skywrath. Actually, Skywrath isn't terrible here. Don't really
As a core, though, do you think?
I mean, he's gotta watch out for Brewmaster blinking on him, but otherwise, isn't talking. They won't for Mirana. It's a great one for Faceless Void too. It just when you're focusing on doing a lot of damage into the Chronosphere, he's one of the best. And the long silence is amazing as Brewmaster. Like Brewmaster blinks in and you seal him off, and then he can't get his ulti off.
Yeah.
And then that's Brewmaster out of the fight basically. And there isn't a lot of silence on the other team, but as long as he doesn't get jumped on by Sven and get stunned up. And there's Alina. Okay, so it's gonna be a support Veno. Alina is gonna be going to the mid, I'm assuming. So not exactly what we were expecting, but Venomancer is decent support if he can get up to a good start. I find if he doesn't get off to a good start, he struggles in the mid game quite hard.
Their tower pushing potential on Japanese chocolate shoes is just through the roof.
Yeah, Lina can push towers incredibly fast too, especially when she hits the late game.
I mean, I like it. I've seen this backfire a lot, but as far as the draft goes, that you can just see a direction in it. This is probably the most directioned, the most pointed draft that I've seen here in Echo League.
I mean, we can even talk about the Inflated MMR draft. I mean, they're really focusing upon this Faceless Void right now, right? Phoenix versus Void is one of my favorite combos too, because I like to play Phoenix a lot. You get Phoenix, pop the egg, everyone surrounds the egg, trying to kill a Faceless Void, just chronos the egg, right? And then everyone.
And the egg still goes off, right?
Yeah, the egg still goes off. And Mirana's throwing stuff in, and Omni-Knight is heal bombing, doing his thing. Shaman can even drop the wards on the outside of the Chrono and deal damage. So it's going to be, as you said, the push lineup that's going to be probably centering around this Brewmaster here, because he's incredibly good at that in the early game fights. And the other team is going to be all about this Faceless Void.
Do you think it'd be wise for Japanese chocolate shoes to, as you said, that combo's really good? But it's hard to chrono a lot of people if a lot of people aren't in the same place at the same time. Do you think they're just going to put pressure on the map, maybe rat a little bit?
Yeah, I mean they could, but I mean the one of the downsides, I suppose, when you're playing Fist Void as a push line usually happens to group a lot, right?
Mhm.
And I think having this egg is a really nice way of doing it. You can dive in an egg in the middle of the team fight, and it will split the team, which will make Chronospheres a lot more safer and the egg a lot more safer. And even if they just get like 2-man Chronosphere, I think they're incredibly happy.
Alright, so they're going to be doing the lane swap with the Sven over in the off lane with both of these very harassy supports, Jakiro and Venomancer. They're going to try and contest the farm of the Faceless Void. Meanwhile, Brewmaster is going to get matched up against an Omni Knight, and he is very happy to be matched up against melees.
Yeah, for sure. Get some levels on Draken Haze, and Omni Knight has a pretty hard time doing
Just
anything.
enough time to make a cup of tea.
So, when it comes to aggressive tries, I find that, I mean, when we cast them, they don't actually turn out quite well.
Yeah.
Most of the times, anyways. So we'll see if this one works out. Even when Razor was more popular, I find the Razor tri lane, which is I think one of the more better ways to go the tri lane, wasn't working out quite well.
The eternal struggle betwixt creep and creep.
But another thing to focus on, obviously, when you're looking at aggressive tri-lane is how much this, in result, gives your Brewmaster. Because, as we talked about, that this entire thing is going to be centering around this Brewmaster, I think. Because if they want to go for the early game pushes, the Brewmaster needs to have levels.
Alright, well, here it is. Sven's going to come out and show himself. They are going to try and bully him, but here comes a twin-headed dragon. Going to bully himself. He's got dual breath level 1. Oh, very nice job. Venomancer's bringing a sentry with him. He's going to deward that Obs Ward right away. Alright, dual breath is out, and they're going to start their pressure into this lane.
Yeah. Great to see that the Phoenix player took the dual breath level 1.
Jakiro player?
Yeah. Phoenix as in the name of the Jakiro player.
I didn't even catch that. If Jakiro has dual breath, would you count Sunray as single breath?
If that's a breath, I guess. I mean, I'm
pretty sure it's coming out of his mouth, isn't it? Or is it his eyes? It's probably his eyes.
Or his head. I mean, the Solar Forge.
Yeah.
Coming out his forehead.
Forehead.
Forehead. Spam the memes.
Alright, and this is forcing Faceless to have the last hit against Tower.
Yeah, he's been doing a decent job, though.
Yeah, he's doing alright.
This is that one.
This is that one, but 4 last hits now picked up. Sven only 5, 2 denies, so pretty even there.
Oh, it's not gonna kill.
Yeah, Jakiro in a lot of trouble. They don't have anything. Yeah, they didn't have the Venomous Gale.
Yeah, decent stun
there
coming up from
early enough to Stormhammer.
Yeah.
And this is what we're talking about. You were talking about with the a lot of times we see these tri-lanes not go well. You don't want to. You can't be giving up kills in a position like this.
Yeah, it just Jakiro was just caught off a little too far ahead. His teammates couldn't help him because he was all the way over like right here in this area while his team were farming over here. So it's a far ways for him to help.
Smarana is doing pretty good in the mid lane. Actually, Lena now catching up. It was just they're actually pretty even. Marana just looks like in a position of power, like very comfortable in this lane.
Oh, she gotta watch out though.
She takes the Light Striker right now. Illusion's gonna turn around and put some damage, apply damage to forehead.
Still can't trade against Lena, obviously. Especially if she doesn't get the double Starstorm on the Lena. I mean, Norana plays basically the same against almost every mid laner anyway. You try to just kind of look for arrows, and if the arrow lands, you get a kill. If arrow doesn't land, you just farm.
Oh, you know something? I love this Golgi. The Venomancer, they can aggressively pull their own creeps here, and then they can use their wards as zone denial. Because typically, you know, if you pull, when you pull, you're really worried about, oh, these guys are going to come over and contest this pull and this stack, or get XP, get gold out of it. You just drop enough wards, and then they can't.
Yeah.
The time.
And I mean, I think the Dire doesn't mind this as long as Ven comes out of this lane with decent bit of farm. They're very happy with that because I think their objective for this lane was to try to get Brewmaster fed. So, and then when we do see Brewmaster dominating this off lane right here, only 8 last hits right now on the Omni Knight. Omni Knight now has the Soul Ring and Purification combo, so you should be able to get the last hits more reliably. But yeah, the Drunken Haze makes it so hard for any melee to last, or even any right clickers to last in lane against Brewmaster. Yeah, he doesn't even, Nemesis doesn't even go into lane. He will pick up that nice bounty rune though, over on the Brewmaster's side, but of course laning is a lot better than picking up bounty runes. And Sven is doing much better in this Void too, so I would say right now this lane swap is working really well for their side. And yeah, being forced to last under the tower is painful to watch. Oh, he missed 3 in a row just now. Can he get this range? No, he misses all 4 of that lane. It hurts. He should probably maybe think of getting a Quelling Blade if he's going to be in this lane, just to be able to help.
Who's missing them? The Brewmaster?
The Faceless Void.
Faceless,
yeah.
Oh, now we got a fight coming up. Shadow Shaman taking a lot of damage. Sven is out front. He's held up and getting Sunray to the face, but they've got a lot of damage from the supports coming out. He'll just be able to backtrack a good portion of that, and the Moonlight Shadow is used, giving them a little bit of an escape. Fighting up into these wards, though, should be doing quite a bit of damage here. Venomancer could be finding Shadow Shaman right now. He's throwing a ward down. It was the wrong direction. He will find the Phoenix, though, and get a good amount of harass out.
Yeah, it's going to be okay, though. There's a great Sunray coming out of that fight that really did keep that Faceless Void alive. Unfortunately, I don't think there was an Ice Path coming out. He wasn't level 3 at that time, so there was no way for him to cancel either the Shackle or Sunray. Probably cancel one of those, might have secured a kill.
Well, Primal Split was already used up top. It forces out the Omni Knight. He looks like he's going to go Shrine.
Yeah.
And is he bringing... Nope, he's not bringing Marana with. Marana's doing just fine without it, so...
Yeah. Marana used the mid-shrine for herself, so... She also has the Haste Rune bottled up. She could be looking for a gank with this one. Probably should head bot if she's looking for one. They're pushing really aggressively.
Looks like Lena's headed bot, though. Oh, nope, just headed to the offlane. Picked herself up her mana boots. Man, Liquid Fire, 2 stacks of Poison Sting, that is a lot of dot damage.
Yeah.
Haste.
Which actually kind of makes it a little bit awkward for Faceless Void to play around with the Time Walk. Because it's not big bursts, just spread out over a long time. There's a haste gang coming out from Mirana, but they get sided by the ward and everyone backs off immediately. And this great ward right here, being able to spot that out.
I didn't realize the Poison Sting was only level 1. That's, I mean, you compare scaling and abilities. Abilities might get like, you know, on their first level they might like double in damage, and then the next level they get like, you know, 50% more damage. 25% more damage. Alright, hold on, they're trying to go on the Sven right now, but yeah, he just backs up in the tower. You look at the difference between Venomancer's level 1 Poison Sting, 36 magic damage, versus his level 4, 450 magic damage.
Yeah. No, it does scale incredibly well, and as you said, you know, we can just look at it like the damage at level 2 is like greater than 100% damage difference, right? So at level 1 it's 6 damage per second for 6 seconds, but level 2 is 14 damage per second over 9 seconds. That's like
more than double.
20% increase, yeah. Because the duration increases and also damage increases.
Yeah, duration more than doubles, damage gets a 50% boost, so huge numbers there.
Yeah, the damage gets more than 100% boost, and the duration gets about 50%. Yeah.
Still doesn't have that level 4. He's TPing into mid. They're trying to help out the Lina, but it's a little too late. Jakiro and Veno TP in, but he's already been fallen victim to that Shadow Shaman gank. Ooh, even Sven burning up pretty bad to the Sunray. Phoenix does have his Tranquil Boot, so he's not too worried about this damage he's taken. But the Shrine is ready here for Sven. Jakiro's roaming back. Veno, they're just trying to get him to soak up some XP here in the mid lane while that Lina's a dead.
On top lane, there's a Brewmaster split coming on.
Once again, There we go. Now he gets that boulder out. He's got to heal. Oh, one more. Oh, he doesn't have the mana for a smash. This is a really bad position to be in for Brewmaster. He gets a heal bomb onto him again, and Omni Knight is going to be just fine.
Just not enough mana.
Oh, but they did get a kill on the Faceless Void meantime.
Yeah.
That's not how they wanted this Brewmaster to go. He's used 2 Primal Splits, and he's really throwing his weight around in the lane, but to die like that and get no tower damage so far?
Yeah, I mean, but he is destroying the... I mean, he was anyways destroying the Omni Knight in the last hits.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, just getting a little bit too aggressive there. I mean, he thought he had the kill. Obviously, he would have if he had the mana for their clap. But hero doesn't have a lot of mana. So I think the lanes are going decently well, because they're doing so much better in the last sets, although they don't have a lot of kills right now.
Yeah, and this is the part.
Even.
This is the part where they're going to be pressuring towers really bad. Dual Breath coming out, and Liquid Fire got onto the tower. We've got lots of wards coming out, and they look like they're in a position to start pressuring here in the off lane. Even Lina coming down.
Oh, there's
with a haste rune. S4 rune.
Oh, Lina gets spotted out by the fresh ward that was just placed.
Yeah, oh boy. They're trying to keep the lane pushed in. Light Striker is not going to be on the mark. That haste is almost out. She's out of here. She's shown herself and backed off. They probably saw her back. This is costing a lot of damage to their mid tower. This didn't go well at all.
She has to watch out coming back into the lane, though.
Yeah, with the Shadow Shaman there.
Yeah. There wasn't an arrow attempted. I think I would have attempted the arrow, for sure. If I was a Mirana. But yeah, of course, if Shadow Shaman lands a Shackle, that's an easy arrow. There's the wards committed too.
Dire structures are fortified.
Yeah, that's going to be easy mid.
It's
the most important tower in the early game, so... Meanwhile, bottom.
Lina did get some gold for herself out of those kills. Macro Pyre was used. No, actually, there's no Macro Pyre. What was that? What was that fiery-looking thing on the ground? Oh, it was
Sunray, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, or if there was a Scorch Mark, that was Acre's dive.
Okay, yeah.
Basic Void really low.
Dire's top
they tried to dive on the Faceless Void, but of course they're pretty hard.
Got a Stormhammer right here. They could kill him.
The time.
It's hard, actually. They've got the Ice Path. He might just have enough to kill him, but a nice TP in from Mirana. Give him a little salve salve. Top and back off. Ship shape.
Money to burn.
Well,
oh, there's a Chrono. Easy arrow set up.
Yeah, and Sven is going to go down. Mirana, they do get a Venomous Gale onto Mirana, but they're going to use the Moonlight Shadow right now. I don't know if they have any detection for him. Nice Ice Path from Jakiro. Going to get a little bit of damage. Oh, this is going to take forever, though, for Moonlight Shadow to wear off. Faceless Void could be fine. He's TPing. They don't have a cancel right now. Faceless Void is just fine.
Great dive. Utilizing that synergy to full extent. Phoenix also down mid lane to the Lina, but Lina expend that Laguna Blade. Look for the security kill on the Phoenix.
Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's middle
Lina doing pretty good in the net worth, top of the charts, using doing a boot drop for the shrine.
I don't know why people still do this. I mean, although there isn't an Invis hero on the enemy team, I mean, I guess it's Miranda on my Shadow, but...
It's just never worth it. It's never worth it for the extra 8 mana. Yeah, there you go.
Put it in your backpack. Like it's safe. You can put it in your backpack and return to find your backpack immediately, and then the gray like the backpack cooldown will be off. Oh, top lane now.
Yeah, Omni Knight going on to Sven right now, but Omni is going to be able to heal in just a second. He's getting chased down. Oh, the heal is going to miss, and that's going to mean a Light Strike Array and the Ice Path right into Omni. A little bit ballsy there from our little Paladin man.
Oh no!
Oh,
Wow. Shell Shaman.
nice. Comes in, gets the kill on Sven, but meanwhile, in the bottom, there's a Primal Split used. He looked like he was going to go down, but now they're chasing onto Madao. Madao could be in a lot of trouble. Oh, the Venomous Gale is not going to be in the right spot, but they've got the block up onto Marana as well. She's getting Sunray. They're trying to keep her alive as much as they can. Oh, and she's going to be able to make it through the trees, and Venomancer is even looking very unhealthy right now. Brewmaster needs to get out of here too. Venomancer is caught up by creeps. He's about to burn down to the Icarus dive. TP is on cooldown for 10 seconds, so he is a very dead little worm.
Dissipate.
That was a beautiful turnaround from the inflated MMRs.
Yeah, the Sunray, you don't want to fight that Sunray. Double 3 Sunray, that's just way too much killing damage, and Mira wasn't taking any damage, and he was going on by 2 heroes there.
Yeah, Venomancer doesn't have a huge burst. All of his is real DOT. Overall, long
Radiant's middle tower
damage
is
over.
under attack.
It's Dolt damage over long time.
Yeah,
And,
for sure.
And Brewmaster as well. Another set of wards are going to be committed. They're going to pressure this
Can't outrun a
this
wild
off lane tier 1, and this is not the position that Dire wanted to be in. They're going to use a Chrono. It's going to be on the wards, but Sunray coming through, they're going to melt that Venomancer, and even Brewmaster needs to get the hell out of here. He's taking so much damage. A nice laser beam zip zap from Shadow Shaman.
They find the Lina.
And they grab him up as well. Lina looks like she's in a pretty good position though. Light Strike Ray. Oh, she gets very beautiful egg. It's gonna be used.
Crap anyway, don't sweat.
Just zones and make sure that Phoenix doesn't go die to that Dragon Slave.
Yep, good reaction there.
Yeah, Dire wanted to be the one pushing the pace this game.
Time is money.
Yeah, unfortunately, just surrounding, I mean, yeah, it can't be surrounding wards there trying to take it. Same for the egg we were talking about earlier. It's just has a really good Chronosphere, and 2-man Chronosphere is all they need. Even 1-man Chrono they can be happy with, because Mira will go to guarantee that kill. And I like to commend Yarden. His positioning so far on this Shadow Shaman has been incredibly good. Got the gangs off in mid in the early game. Oh, not mid.
Yep, stun out onto Lina, and now Lina is very dead here. Oh, the turn, but oh, she's got the Bloodstone out already and will deny herself. But that was a fresh Bloodstone, fresh charges. It's not. You don't wanna just give them up like that.
Definitely not. Dire wants to group here, but at the same time they need more farm on the Sven, I guess. He does have the Mask of Madness, and he does have some early game fighting potential.
Healing and harm.
Top lane is
Lena's coming in the back here, fighting the Phoenix, but she has to be careful. The Shadow Shaman, his Hexes and Shackles, has been really setting up his team to be able to come in and do work.
Yeah.
Venomancer's here in the mid, which is good. I like this. They're going to just 3-man group up, try and put some pressure for some rotations, and then get Venomancer up there a little bit, and Brewmaster, as we said before, he's the one that they're really trying to get big. But they are just going to bail on the lane, and that's going to be another tier 1 taken for Radiant. I don't think they're looking to contest this. They're going to just rotate it up and try to get a trade of their own on the mid. Let's see if they're successful.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Serpent wards are up already. Don't even need to use it. I suspect they're just going to hold them for a tier 2 push if they're allowed
Radiant's
to.
middle tower is under attack.
Yeah. Yarn even making sure those creeps don't get into the lane.
Middle tower has fallen. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
But the Dire are going for tier 2 their own. TPs are coming in now.
TP's coming out. It's going to force them back.
Structures are fortified.
And yeah, they pop the war cry and get the hell out of dodge.
It's an easy trade, 1 for 1. Although taking the mid lane for the top lane is better for the Japanese shoes right now. I wonder if they're what they're waiting for. Maybe they're waiting for the Blink Dagger on the Brewmaster for they are feeling comfortable with grouping up. Or maybe they just don't want to group up against this team. Because Inflated MMR has insanely good team fighting right now. And they have no way to be able to deal with the Chronosphere if the Brewmaster gets caught in it. They have no way to save him. So yeah, it just makes it really awkward for Dire to be able to enact their game plan, just having this void around.
Yeah, they're scared of the Chrono. Oh, Venom is going very, very deep. I suspect he must have been trying to ward there. No, he doesn't have any wards on him. There are no wards up. I have no idea what this little worm was doing here. But
So,
yeah, they're afraid of the
Madness.
Chrono. They have no way to deal with the egg, and the Sunrays have just been doing so much work. Even the Shadow Shaman, like, you know that a team is playing very well when you can really feel the impact of their supports.
Yeah, for sure. Both this Phoenix and the Shadow Shaman has been making plays, saving teammates and also killing and ganking.
And with the tri-lane, it's unfortunate. I know Jakiro and Venomancer are in a spot. They've been playing in a way that they should feel very impactful, but with being slightly, less levels on them, they don't feel as powerful as you would expect them to be. All right, blink forward already, and here comes some Serpent Wards. They're trying to go on the Brewmaster. They're going to use the Sunray and the Chrono onto him, absolutely destroying him. Guardian Angel is used, and they'll be able to pick up the Venomancer as well. All the ults going down. They're going to be able to clean up this tower, probably no problem. Oh, a nice kill onto the on the Omni Knight and the Shadow Shaman go in the back line. They're going to have to use their Moonlight Shadow and back up. A blink forward from Sven. Do they have any detection here? No, it's just Lina and Sven going forward. If they find Venom faces here, I don't think they will. Alright. Moonlight Shadow is over. Light Strike Array is used. Sven blinks forward. They see him in the trees here. They would be they would be ill-advised to try and go in there because rotation potential is there.
Also easy sacred arrow if you're trying to squeeze yourself through those trees.
Narrow trees, yeah. Well, Phoenix is back there. They're finally getting themselves in a position. They're getting some damage out onto this tower. Very, very happy, and they will get another tier 1. Sounds like it took them a little bit to pull out of the station, but this Dire train is starting to pick up some steam here.
Yeah, they feel more comfortable knowing that Chronosphere is down. This fight is really going to be around the rotation of Chronosphere. And I do like this. It's force a Chronosphere. You know you're going to lose some people to Chronosphere, but at least you're forcing it out. Then you can just respawn, go back in there with the confidence knowing that your blue map is going to be safe.
Yeah, now they've really got momentum going here. Look at this. They've got Shackles going onto the Sven, but another Sunray. Nice. Ice Path is going to stop it for now. Oh, everyone getting caught. Light Strike Array into a Macro Pyre. Egg is used, but Lina is here. She's a good way to deal with the egg, and she'll just blow it up. Now the spirits are jumping forward. Madu already used that leap, so he's just trying to get away. They've got another boulder. It's going to hit, and they're going to be able to clean him up. Now, Cyclone is out onto Shadow Shaman. Shadow Shaman, they're going to be able to force back the spirits with Faceless Void, but that's a tier 2. That was just so pointed and focused. This is the game that we were expecting to see out of the Japanese Chocolate Shoes.
Yeah, this is going to be when the Chrono is down, Japanese Chocolate Shoes are going to roll over the Radiant, and whenever Chronosphere is up, it's all going to be on the MMR for them to make the most out of it. Because
we're going to see a lot of ebb and flow in this game as far as Chrono. Inflated MMR is probably going to win that fight, and it's vital that they push that objective off of it, and then once that Chrono's down, now it's on JCS. When that's down, they have to get something done.
You know, like the concept of like not using your black hole as an enigma because the threat of your black hole is more threatening than the actual black hole.
Yep.
Yeah, it might be one of those games actually.
Time is
Because
money.
if you want to kind of farm up over on the Radiant side, maybe not using the Chronosphere aggressively might be the right way to go. Depending on how aggressive that Japanese Chocolate Shoes forces the Chrono, of course.
Huge stack here. Sven gonna pick up. He's gonna get rooted, taking a bit of damage now.
Oh my god, I hate those creeps so much.
Yeah, they booty.
No shrine either.
Gold for my town.
Jakiro gonna be a good support and tank it for him.
Yeah, Water Boy.
How are we looking at items right here, Golgi? Any big items recently coming out, about to come out?
Not anything recently. I think we've covered everything recently. There was a Boots of Travel picked up in Lina. Of course, what they usually go for after the Bloodstone, because after you die with the Bloodstone, you get the quick respawn and you can TP into the fight. Nothing else for anyone else. I guess there's a blink dagger on Sven, so better initiation on them.
Faceless is pretty close to a defusal.
Yeah, and Phoenix is close to a Midas, which is good for her. Venomancer also going for the Midas, but Venomancer is quite far away from being able to pick that up.
Is they put a lot of eggs in the brew basket. Do they want him? Should he be the one going for this Vlad's?
No, I think so. I like this. I mean, Brewmaster's not going to scale into late game anyways. I think building him into his aura carrier is the right way to go because the auras are active even after he splits, right?
Yeah.
While if he picks up like most other items, they don't carry over once he splits. So going to Vlad into AC is perfectly fine with me.
All right. Here comes the bubble machine. Ready and about to fight. So let's see if they do that that egg initiation that we were talking about. That's what I'd really like to see. Although his sun rays have been so on point that I don't think they will. They're able to just put a very nice repel on him. He's taking a lot of damage to this tower though. Oh, Laguna Blade comes out and just pops into Faces. Now Faces, they're going to put the Brewmaster out front, but that means they're going to be able to fight on the back line. Phoenix taking a Light Strike Ray is not going to be able to use the Sun Ray, and even Brewmaster surviving the bubble. This is not how they want the bubble to go. They get the Poison Nova out onto Omni Knight. Omni Knight gets burned down. Now they're chasing down onto Mirana. Mirana's always used the leap, already used the leap, has it in a second. There it goes. She's trying to TP, but they should have a Light Strike Ray. Oh, it's just a bit too late, and he'll be able to make it out of there. But that is a Chrono down with nothing really claimed for it, so this is great for Japanese chocolate shoes.
Yeah, they really should not use the Chronosphere on Brewlings. It just the Chrono Split actually makes them more tankier because, I mean, you have to kill them all. Yeah, but they have a lot of health. Combined health total is really large, so they waste on that. And of course, you know, the huge damage coming out into the Chronosphere is the Phoenix. But Phoenix was caught in the front, which meant there was no Sun Ray to be able to be damaged there. And of course that, you know, the egg initiation is pretty rough for the Phoenix if he doesn't get any levels, because level 1 Supernova is no problem for anyone to take down. Nina can take it out by herself.
You know, it was pretty awkward chrono placement too, because if you think about it, the Japanese chocolate shoes, they were fighting, you know, over here, and then MMR was right in here, and so he really sandwiched his team with the chrono being placed there. They got caught really bad right here. Just getting sandwiched between, they can't retreat because of the chrono, and then they're getting beat up by the Radiant Heroes. Oh,
Void again.
They're gonna find Void, but here comes that Sunray again. This Sunray is just doing so much work. They're gonna get a nice Ice Path out onto Faces Void, but Faces should be able to get away. They are running away. Oh no, Lena's trying to go into the egg, but it's uphill. Oh, she's still gonna get it. Fiery Soul. Don't mess with Fiery Souls, kids. Oh, and it got a pause. Omni Disco.
Yeah, but level 1 egg just doesn't do anything. He's finishing one of those heroes that like really spikes once they can hit like higher levels. Of course, you know, having to land the Fire Spirits on the Lina is almost critical for the Phoenix to be able to get his ulti off too, especially without the support of the Chronosphere. I think something that Inflated will have to worry about is when they use the Chronosphere, they have to either use it on the Brewmaster before he splits, or if he splits, you gotta use it on the Lina.
I mean, even if he gets Fire Spirit's on her, if she's got 3 Fiery Soul stacks up at this point, she's still got a bonus. She still has a bonus 155 attack speed.
Yeah, no, like it's important to get it on. I mean, it's not going to guarantee the egg, especially at level 1 egg.
It could have done it there with the uphill miss, right? We saw it almost completing through that time.
Yeah, but I mean, if you don't get the Fire Spirits up right on Lina, like then you just die in like 1 second.
He's got that Midas. He's got that XP gain talent though with his level 10, so hopefully should be getting a little beefier here in a bit. But 2 down, so Dire gonna keep this train rolling. There's no brakes on this push train.
Yeah. Also in that fight, the Radiant Courier was picked off with the entirety of a diffusal on it.
Oh no!
Diffusal. The entire thing was on it.
Nice! Arrow's gonna come out and clip Venomancer, but he should be just fine.
Yeah,
I don't have the people here to capitalize on it. Hex out onto Lina. It's good blink usage. Getting chased down now from sacrifices Void. Oh, could be able to kill the Void. Void. Oh, he's gonna get healed, and he's repelled, so he actually can't. He was repelled, so he couldn't time walk.
No, it was the fight. It was the
what was it?
Mask of Madness.
Oh, the Mask of Madness up. That is.
Yeah. That's the downside.
I figured that. Yeah, there's no way to get rid of that silence, right? Not even like with a Manta.
Nope. Nope, you can't get rid of it because it's a positive effect.
Yeah. So it won't purge like that.
Yeah. So yeah, you can time walk with repel on yourself, but I mean, as we said, that's the problem with the Mask of Madness. Of course, it's a really strong item, but you need to have Chronosphere to back that up. And if you don't, you gotta have Omni Knight repelling you from the start, because unfortunately, he already was comboed by Lina by the time he used the repel. So, Dunny or Dummel just auto attacked away. And
the dead Void, they're able to push another tier 2. He's trying to come back in, but they'll be out of here by the time he gets here. Alright, so now here's the game, is they need to bait out another Chrono, and then they're probably just looking to take one tier 3, right? And go for Shrines, exert map control, and slow siege it. They've got so many ways of slow sieging. Liquid Fire, they've got the Plague Wards, they've got the Lina, and then they've got Primal Split. They just Primal Split and send the Earth Bruling uphill to smack, then they've got a great slow siege.
For sure. So they still have about a little bit over 2 minutes left in this Aegis if they want to make something happen, which I doubt they do.
Radiant's getting aggressive in the top.
Yeah, their Chronosphere is up. It is their time.
They're just baiting with Mirana. I like how they're doing this. Not going to connect with any Dire Heroes, though.
Oh, interesting. Nemesis went for a medallion on the Omni Knight. Not usually an item you see on the hero, but I can see what they're going for with this so much emphasis on the Chronosphere.
Yeah, it's another great way for Omni to be able to assist into the Chrono. Ooh, Arrow just barely going to miss Brewmaster. Now, they've got to leap forward. Right, blink forward, Starfall onto the Brewmaster. Brewmaster doing alright just now. It's very vital. I think it's very good if they're able to pick up this Brewmaster before he can get a split off. Oh, Venomancer's just pushing forward, keeping these Plague Wards out so that he can't do anything.
So Lincoln Sphere was picked up on Lina just for the Shadow Shaman. That doesn't really counter anything else in the team. I don't really know about this. I
like it. I really like it. If Lina's not able to be like the Hex and Shackles in there, if they're able to blow up Lina's a huge source of their damage right now.
Yeah, but why not BKB? I think BKB is just better, right?
Uptime, I suppose.
And also, I mean, if you get ganked by the Shadow Shaman in the enemy team, Shadow Shaman has 3 targeted spells to be able to break down Lincolns with.
Yeah.
And then you can follow up and do anything else. And just a Shadow Shaman, right? If you're getting killed by the Mirana, like, you can still get pegged by the Sacred Arrow during a team fight. The Starstorm will be there, the Sunray doing a lot of damage. Just all this damage coming up from the other team, which the BKB should be able to mitigate. Of course, the Lincoln Sphere prevents initiation on you, but Lina has been pretty good at pushing herself in the back of the fight, and Brewmaster is usually frontlining anyways, so I doubt Shadow Shaman can make a good engagement on the Lina if they're team fighting properly.
So Radiant, they have their there we go, smoke up. I was gonna say they have their Chrono, but we're not seeing them being as aggressive as they were. It seems like that last fight where they lost with the Chrono really shook them, but they're gonna smoke up and get aggressive.
Shadows.
Oh, very much going to be able to find this Sven here, maybe. They see the dead ancients. They find the Sven. He is now getting caught. Oh, he could tell that there were people there. Just bursted completely. Don't even have to use the Chrono for it. It's very, very good. But the what is that? Degen aura given away that they were nearby, but I don't think he had any way of getting out of there quickly.
No,
he had to have very fast reaction.
The Degen aura showed, and then they went on the gank like half a second later. So unless Sven had reflexes of a god.
But they know where this team is. Very nice. They're leaving Veno in the back. He's throwing up Plague Wards. Serpent Wards are going to get committed here from the tower. But look where Dryer is. They got TPs coming in. They're going to be able to clean up the tower probably just with the Serpent Wards. Actually, they may not. He's going to force Radiant back, but it also forced Dire back.
Oh man, Plague Wards are so good at destroying the Serpent Wards. Phoenix just
Money.
counters auto attack.
Loads of money.
Yeah, I'm gonna be very happy with that.
Regeneration.
That's crazy that they count as a. Oh, I guess creeps count as auto attacks too. So
Yeah. It's not like the egg or where you need like hero specific auto attacks.
they're gonna smoke up for a kill of their own now. Sven's still back in base. They've got Lena to lead the charge. Is she gonna be able to
Sven's gonna
find the
keep
Phoenix? Light Strike Array, but he has got that dive in the place it needs to be. Yeah, without like a Yule setup, and even with a Yule setup, that's a really hard
There
kill.
was a Yules on the Jakiro, but they need to have the Jakiro in the front line.
Lead with the ice, Yule's Ice Path.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yule's Ice Path. And you can't get out of that, because even with the Icarus dive spamming it, you'll just get Ice Pathed up, and then easily, like, Light Strike Array follow up.
Yeah, where with Lena, you have to time the Light Strike Array to hit when they're on the ground. You can just have the Ice Path on the ground, and when they land in it, they'll get frozen. Because it
easy
persists on the
promo.
ground.
Tower is under attack.
Oh, Mirena is up here pushing a tier 2 herself. There's going to be a TP in, but... Oh, they didn't get the deny.
Oh, no, it's good.
Force Dire back. Roche, we're going to see what its timer is here in 30 seconds. Venomancer, good timing on this. He's going to throw a ward in.
Yeah, he
if
will
they
see
can
the
time it out.
spawn. Or, of course, they
Oh, but
can
he's going to get
actually.
found from Mirana. Mirana Banana. Oh, he's just going to throw the ultimate into the Poison Nova. Does he have the Gale? He does not. Barely being able to get away, and she's going to have to shrine up. Yeah, Veil into a Poison Nova is disgusting damage.
Yeah, it just scared me though. It like saved Venom's life just because of the threat. I mean, we see how much, even after the shrine, she only has 700 health left after that. So.
Speaking of threats, we haven't seen a Chrono come out in a little while, and
Yeah.
you know that may be a main contributing factor into why Radiant still has tier 3s up. Exactly as you said, the threat of the Chrono is probably doing a little bit more work buying them time than the Chrono itself would.
It's going to be a decently long Roshan spawn. Yeah, and this is giving Radiant hell a time to farm back up into the game right now, which is exactly what they need. And the long Roshan respawn time is going to be working in their favor. Because I think they could have easily just put that Aegis on the Brewmaster and went high ground if they had it, even against the Chronosphere.
Is Primal Split, does that persist? That does not persist through Aegis, right? Because if all the Bridlings get killed, then they'd be gone.
Yeah, yeah. If you die during a split, then you won't respawn as split.
You'll respawn as regular Brewmaster, right? Not
Yeah, you will.
Yeah. You know, if you want to buff him, maybe there's a buff. That'd be a little weird, though.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people kind of ask for that when it comes to Terrorblade. Terrorblade, the same deal, right? People are like, you know, I die when I'm, you know, meta, and then you don't come back as meta, and it's really sad because you can't fight anymore.
I know.
So you gotta save your meta for the end of Aegis, which is weird.
Yeah, they changed a number of them to persist through it. Like Dragon Knight stays in dragon form through Aegis, right?
Oh,
there's
does
a
he?
couple other. Yeah, there's a couple other that they had made a change. They basically said, you know, it's really hard. This hero is out of meta because, you know, they can't push with Aegis because they have to just hold their ult, and their ult is their bread and butter. So they made the changes to where they will respawn in their form, I believe, with whatever current amount of time was left on it. So it's not like they get a refresh duration on it. So yeah, Metamorphosis, I think it's logical that they might take that route with him in the future.
More fuel for my fire.
Yeah, I guess the argument could be that Metamorphosis isn't an ultimate compared to Dragon Knight's ultimate. But I mean, the cooldown of Metamorphosis is so high anyways. It's almost like an ultimate.
Lycan, I think they did it with Lycan as well.
Ah, interesting.
Invisibility.
Or at least it was discussed to death. Well, Moonlight Shadow is used by Radiant. They go out. They're not able to make a connection, though, so both teams just sitting here farming away. Sven and Lena now topping the net worth charts. Lena is Little Miss Moneybags over there. What's she got on items? Demon Edge, so she's coming up. She's getting a Daedalus. Daedalus over Bloodthorn, what do you think?
I like it. Yeah, I don't know if she's going for more of a backline siege character. I think Daedalus is much better. I don't know if she really wants to be in range where she's bloodthorning important people, because the people she wants to bloodthorn are like Omni Knight, who's going to be
in
in
the
back.
line. Yeah.
He's going to be Phoenix, who's going to be way in the back. So I think she just wants to be a siege hero right now, and I think Daedalus is the way to go when it comes to that kind of hero.
Agreed.
If that's he wants to play it. Look at this ward. Look at this ward right here.
Which one? Ping it. Oh.
Between these two sentries, it's just like the perfect like Venn diagram, like outside of the range. What a good
Well,
ward.
it's like a Venn diagram of sentries on this side, sentries on this side, sentries caught, or then obs caught by those sentries. The circles do not overlap.
Yeah. Phoenix is gonna break the smoke. Oh, Phoenix doesn't even know he broke the smoke.
They're gonna find him. Oh, Primal Split is used. There's the fight. Oh, they're immediately gonna clean up Faceless Void. No Chrono used, and they're gonna get the Omni Knight as well. Now they're in a position. They do have a buyback on the Faceless Void, and they will have to use it for this high ground defense.
Yeah, what a smoke coming out, and it's gonna be hard when the Omni Knight is not even up. That's how Faceless Void stays safe in the Chronosphere.
Lina?
But against this Lina with the Daedalus, Chronosphere won't even save the fight unless he catches the Lina inside it.
She's got the attack range talent too, so look, she is putting so much damage in. There, they've got the buyback. They're probably, if they're going to use it, they're going to need to use it just on the Sven. Roshan is back up though, so they've forced a buyback. I suspect they might go take Rosh, then go for the high ground, and here they go, but that's going to be seen, this beautiful ward placement.
They think they're safe. They don't think they have eyes on them, but
yeah, oh yeah, that's two little false senses of security there.
yeah.
Oh, but the arrow's gonna come in. That's gonna tell them that they know now. It's been scouted, so I would have almost held the arrow there and just gone in with the chrono. Well, Faceless Void is coming in. Oh, he doesn't have great vision on them. He's getting also hit up.
Oh my god!
By plague wards.
Chrono? No.
The arrow goes in, it hits Lina, but oh, they're going to be able to get a chrono onto Lina, but a nice storm hammer keeps her alive a little bit longer. Lina's in a lot of trouble, but she's got the Aegis. She's going to respawn just in time to get hit by the egg. No, it's a little bit too soon, and now Light Strike Ray, it's going to miss, but she's got all the damage in the world. There we go, that Lincoln Sphere doing a little bit of work, but she's getting beat down from Mirana. She's going to eat herself some cheese, and she's going to stay alive for now. Mirana in a lot of trouble, getting beat up by Venomancer now. That's 1, 2, 3 down. The rest are on the run. Shadow Shaman has got the blink and he's gonna get it off. Faceless Void headed for the high ground, but they've got everyone. 3, no buyback, or no chrono, no buyback on 2. Oh, and they even get the Shadow Shaman.
And this is
Shadow Shaman buyback. They've got buyback on Phoenix, but they're pushing 2 lanes now, and they've got the heroes to comfortably push. Oh my god, what a situation. 2 buybacks are used, they're putting so much damage in, and look at the siege potential. Jakiro's thrown, oh, Shadow Shaman goes forward, that's going to be a dieback on him. The Light Strike Array not going to hit onto Faces, but he's taking so much damage. Now, Venomancer even going in, putting the damage to him, he's got the Veil out. And Void taking a lot of damage. Primal Split is back up there, just sieging away, machine gun into these buildings. 1, 2, tier 3's gone. There we go, finally a first set of racks gone, and there's still no buybacks yet. There's no chrono, they know for sure. So this could be, I don't know, do you think they push for the 3rd set here? This could be GG.
I would push for the 3rd set. They're healthy right now, they're not worried about anything. They know chrono is down. Although they won't play safe here, the mana is low on the
Diffusal going out onto Venomancer, but a nice Ice Path keeps him alive and well backing up. They're trying to chase down. Here comes Faceless, he's going to leap forward. Oh, they're going to be able to get some damage out onto Venomancer, but Veno juking through the trees, could be making it out of here. He's got no mana for his TP. He's going to run into Mirana. Mirana's just going to get him. Peel that banana. Goodbye, little Veno.
And Jakiro forces himself away from the Faceless Void. And Faceless Void with the Mask of Madness won't be able to chase him with the Time Walk.
Trying to find him. He doesn't have a TP though.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little awkward spot here.
Yeah, he's just hanging out here. He's afraid, and Faceless is on the hunt.
Get
That's exact.
Courier, a TP to him. No, he's just gonna walk it out. Yeah, this is going to be a hard road ahead for Inflated here. Of course, you know, it's never over. they still need a good chrono to be able to win. Oof. Faces is going for a BKB next, which I do agree with. But man, this is if this is an egg, this is like an eggs game for a Faces Void. I don't think there has been a better eggs game. When your Chronosphere is your entire team, you really need to have it up. And getting to 60-second cooldown is what you're looking for.
Well, they have beat them back for now. It only cost them a number of buybacks, diebacks, and 2 sets of racks. It's looking pretty bleak here for Inflated MMR.
Yeah.
Do they have a way back into this game? They can keep the lanes pushed out pretty good with Ether Shocks and even just committing Sunrays for it. Is it really just off the back of a big maybe 5-man chrono? Or it's really on, I think, Japanese Chocolate Shoes to overextend and get caught in a bad position and get chrono, right? That's really what this hinges on for Inflated MMR.
Yeah.
It's certainly possible.
Chrono is everything.
Fuel for my fire.
If they can land a good chrono, Inflated MMR can take any fight. But the problem is, after the chrono is over, the other team respawns, they come back at you, what do? Right? You lose the next fight, right? I think Japanese Shoes, as you said, like, they can like screw up really hard and then lose a fight to Inflated MMR, but they respawn and just go right back in, and then we'll win, and then they can push the last racks.
Faceless bought a blink. As you said, though, I like it, but you know what? You've already said what he absolutely must have to keep this going. He needs that chrono up as often as possible. That's where the Ags Refresher, I think, would be the build here. He's a lot of their damage, and he's a lot of their threat as well. Even if he has to go utility, he still has, people behind him that can put a lot of damage. And the Sunray alone is doing so much work in these chronos that he just needs the chrono up as often as possible.
Right. Look at this right now. They're setting up a perfect chrono here with the
Light Shadow is used.
Hiding. Here's a blink there. Oh, something weird is going on. They know. Dire knows. They're playing it safe.
They don't have any vision down here. The Faceless Void's gonna jump forward. He just gets the Lina though, putting the damage in. The Sunray's coming through. Lina's staying alive for now, but is finally gonna go down. Now Faceless Void in the back Pyre taking quite a lot of damage. He's gonna be able to jump out, but the egg is up. It's taking a lot, and they're not gonna be able to down it. They have to back up. All 3 of them getting stunned. Now the Brood Pandas getting beat up. Sven on the run, but Faceless jumps forward. He gets some damage and gets back. Now they've got a Yule's out on a Shadow Shaman, staying alive for now. Brewmaster, he's back into his regular form, taking so much damage. A good Force Staff will keep alive a little bit longer, but Jakiro now the one to go down. Final one, all 5 dead. But as you said, they actually get a kill on the Shadow Shaman. It's something. Little booby prize there. But as you said, they're going to be dead for 60 seconds, and then they've got about.
Up, actually.
Oh yeah.
It was used so early in the fight, and the fight went on for so long that it actually is okay. Inflated MMR, they're doing it.
They're buying a little time.
Yeah. I mean, if they keep winning fights like this, they can definitely take this back. I think at this point now, for Japanese Chocolate Shoes, they got away from next Roshan. They gave them a huge chunk of change over there to the Inflated MMR, and they're starting to catch up a little bit. Like, Faceless Void was at like 0 gold basically when the fight started because he invested in that Blink Dagger, and he's already up to around 3k gold. Just shows how much money that was. And you can see like the mobility of the Radiant team in that fight. We saw the Brewmaster get forced out of that fight, but we saw the Time Walk Leap and the Icarus side come out at the same time. It's like, you're not going anywhere.
Money to burn.
All right, so the window's extended. They still are pushing against two lanes of super creeps. They're doing a great job. Look at it. Look at how pushed out these lanes are.
Yeah. Oh, and the level 3 egg, that was why Phoenix was able to get that off there. Such an important level for him. And Shiva's guard next for him. He should be able to have it pretty soon here, which is going to be very important for the upcoming fight. Omni-Knight going for an Egg Interceptor, I like this, because he can't get the Guardian Angel into the Chronosphere because the range is so short. Especially if if the Faceless Void is pushed on the other side of the Chronosphere.
Radiant, they're really, I mean, they're getting very aggressive, and you can see Dire. They know they know that this Chrono's back up. You can see it in their posturing. They're probably just waiting out the next Roche. They're not gonna get seen by the clutch ward this time, but it is a maximum respawn Roche.
Yeah, it's the second maximum respawn too, because the first one was 240 or whatever the timer was. I do like the buybacks right now. They're currently making sure they have buybacks at all time in the Faces Void and the Mirana. Faces Void especially, they need to make sure they have the buyback on, of course. Faces Void is coming towards that BKB now, buying out the Mithril Hammer. Still has a buyback though. Just keeping an eye on it.
Gold for my tab.
Yeah, I really do think Inflated MMR has a decent chance here. Of course, it is still a low chance for them winning this, but they have a decent chance. Mirana has a Butterfly and a BKB of her own, so she's pumping out decent little damage. And now they just gotta make sure they kill this Lina. Oh my god, she's level 25 and has the MKB now on top of Daedalus. She's pumping out way too much damage. Yeah, the Chrono has to be on her. She destroyed that shrine, like almost by herself, up here.
I'm surprised
like
that
in 2
shrine
seconds.
was still alive.
Yeah.
What does she go for here? Do you think she wants to double down on the attack range and maybe go for a Hurricane Pike? Hurricane Pike's not going to be super useful when you're caught in a Chrono, but that'll give her that just a little bit more range to be able to hopefully safely put the damage up the high ground.
I'm trying to think. What does she want here? I mean, she could use more tanking it. She's only 8 armor. Shiva's.
Shiva's not bad, mate. What's she really worried about? There's a good burst of both magic and physical damage, but
Yeah, I think she's going with defensive item here. BKB, AC, Shiva's.
I was thinking AC because it looks like Sven doesn't have one and isn't planning on getting one. He's going for an MKB himself now.
Yeah.
I'd like to see the AC. Uh-oh, Lina in some trouble. She's gonna eat the arrow. She's trying to get out of there. Hexed up. No, Lina's gonna go down to 9 bloodstone charges, so she's not gonna respawn all that quickly.
But the base is pushing, and they actually can't take any objectives
Yeah.
off if they want to.
See, this is
They
the
could
hard part.
actually outrace the backdoor protection on this tier 2 if they wanted,
Illusion.
but they didn't want to take the risk, especially with their base getting pushed in.
That's exact.
Yeah, unfortunate. I mean, it's a decent kill, but kills don't mean anything in late game Dota if you can't get
follow
objectives
back.
off.
Yep. Oh, Roshan's up, and Mirana knows about it. She's got an illusion just chilling out here into the pit.
Out of my way.
Oh, they see Mirana. They're gonna Yules her up. Here comes the Ice Path. She's caught inside of it right now. A clap. Do they have the Stormhammer? Stormhammer's a bit late. Oh, he used the Mask of Madness to close the gap.
Yeah.
Oh, that could have been a big kill. Force a buyback and get or put yourself in a good position for Roche.
But that was a 9-second BKB committed, so it is something. And this Roshan is going to the next big fight. I'm not sure if the Radiant can afford giving away this Roshan because they need to kill this Lina, but if Lina has Aegis, I don't know what they're going to do. Especially with Lina with the Aegis, she can Aegis respawn and die again and then buy back and then TP back into the fight. BKB now bot on the Faces Void.
All ones will break.
So he should be able to fight without fear. Only thing he has is to replace this Mask of Madness.
They're not gonna connect. Venomancer, he's level 23 right now. He wants to get this 25 so bad right now.
Yeah.
Shadow Shaman jumps forward. He thought that was getting done. Instead, he's gonna take some Plague Ward shots.
Yeah, so levels so far, everyone has their level 3 ultis. Obviously, no
Smoke
one's playing super far behind supports. 21
Smoke
on
up from
the
Dire.
mid-game supports.
Here they go. They're gonna try and get aggressive. Let's see who they can catch. They try to go up this high ground though. They're not going to have great vision on Omni.
Have omniscience.
Oh, now they're going to have great vision on Omni because he's going to run right to the high ground or low ground and go for that arcane. Gets hit by the light strike array. Perfect timing. It's in between the repel. Oh, but a big chrono comes out. They're putting the damage into Lina. Lina now taking so much damage. She's not going to be able to stay alive. They're even getting the bashes up on a Venomancer, but here comes Sven with the God Strength. He's going to be able to take down that Faceless Void. Faceless Void. Oh my god, huge damage into that Shadow Shaman. Just taking him out. The egg is going to pop, but Sven is still looking pretty healthy here. They've got a Yule's out onto Mirana, and they're going to be able to blow her up as well. Should be able to take down these Serpent Wards, no problem. 3 buybacks are committed because they have to stop them from getting this Roche. Arrow coming out. It is not going to connect. Oh man, but this is just I don't think they can't push the Roche right now. They can't push the high ground right now. So, oh, they are going to push the Roche. I am stand is corrected.
Yeah, the Omni Knight game picked off earlier in the fight was so huge. She even has the Egg Interceptor. That would have really turned the fight around.
Arrow comes in. It's going to hit Sven, but Lena's the one grabbing this Roche and Cheese, or the Aegis and Cheese.
Yeah. I don't understand what the Omni Knight was thinking going for the Arcane Rune, but the Arcane Rune doesn't matter. Like, who is he so afraid of the Arcane going on to? Like, the thing is, it's like, past the 40-minute mark, there's 2 double rune spawns. And the Arcane Runes are going to be coming out anyways. You can't prevent the other team from handling it.
Oh, Lina just eating an arrow straight to the face, but they're ready to go. They're ready to go for the Mega Creeps. Buyback
20
status.
seconds on Chrono.
Almost everyone on Dire has it.
Radiant
Yep.
structures
Lina
does not though. Used it there.
something back.
Now here it comes. They're getting some damage into Sven, but look at Lina, just machine gun on the low ground. Doesn't even care. They've got the vision now. Sven, they need to be careful. They don't want to just give up this Sven. They don't have the racks yet.
So low.
Jumps forward. Oh, nice. BKB usage is going to keep alive a little bit longer. Faceless Void. He's able to blink out, and Void goes down. That's a dieback. His chrono is up. They get the Lina, but she's respawning with the Aegis now. They're in a position they could be going Ice Path into both the Phoenix and the Omni Knight. They're going to get the Light Strike Array, and here comes the damage. They're trying to get it. That's Lincoln Sphere saving Lina once again from the Shadow Shaman aggression. They're going to get the egg, and that is all 5 of them down. GG is called. That was the fight that Dire was looking for, and just able to play around that chrono. Give me, what do you got on this game here, Golgi?
I think we've covered it pretty well for the entire game. It was on the MMR to land some nice chronos there. We saw some good chronos coming out, but as we said, the Lina buyback and just coming back into the fight after picking them off just was too much for them to deal with.
All right, everyone, that was Inflated MMR versus Japanese Chocolate Shoes, EU, or Echo League EUB Season 2. This is game number 1, a 2-game series. Actually, it might be a best of 3, I don't know. I know that this is a decider for...
Is this a week 4, or is this week 5? I think
for EU, it was week 4. They had like a shorter schedule or something. And it will be a decider for the playoffs, I believe, is what... I think the players were saying. All right, I'm going to throw you up on the wait screen. It'll be about 5 minutes or so probably, and then we'll be back for game number 2.
Yeah.